You wonder if push-ups, that classic exercise we've all done at one time or another, can be enough to develop a strong chest, defined triceps, and solid upper body musculature. There is a lot of conflicting information on the internet. Some say yes, others say no. But what does the science really say? Today we're going to clear up all your doubts and give you a clear strategy to get the most out of this exercise without weights or machines. If you've ever felt like you're doing hundreds of push-ups a day, but you're not seeing results, you're probably not applying the right technique and volume. It's not just about doing a lot of reps, it's about doing it smart. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how many push-ups you should be doing based on your level, how to structure your training, and what strategies you can use to progress and maximize muscle gain. So stick around to the end, because this information will save you time and effort. And if you want more science-based content to improve your physique, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Let's get started. To begin with, push-ups work multiple muscle groups at the same time. The chest is the main protagonist, as the movement activates the pectoralis major, giving it volume and definition. However, it is not the only muscle that benefits. The triceps also play a key role, as they are responsible for elbow extension on each repetition. In addition, the anterior deltoids, located in the shoulders, contribute to the stabilization and execution of the movement. Now, are they really comparable to gym exercises such as the bench press? The answer is yes, with proper technique and progression. Studies have shown that push-ups can generate similar levels of muscle activation to weight training, provided that the difficulty is increased progressively, either by adding repetitions, reducing rest time, or incorporating more demanding variations. Another key point is accessibility. You don't need equipment, weights, or a gym membership to do push-ups. You can do them anywhere, adapt them to your fitness level, and make constant progress. In addition, they strengthen muscular endurance and improve joint stability, making them an excellent choice for beginners and advanced athletes alike. In short, push-ups not only help build muscle, but also improve functional strength, stability, and endurance. But for them to really deliver results, it's essential to apply a proper strategy, and that's precisely what we'll look at in the following sections. It's not enough to just do random push-ups and expect results. If you really want to build muscle with this exercise, you need to understand the principles that govern muscle growth and apply them strategically. This is where three key factors come into play: progressive overload, training volume, and frequency. The first key concept is progressive overload. Our body is an adaptive machine, which means that if we always give it the same stimulus, there will come a point where it will stop responding. To keep gaining muscle, we must constantly increase the difficulty of the exercise. In the case of push-ups, this can be achieved in several ways: by increasing the number of repetitions and sets, reducing rest time, adding extra weight, such as a book bag, or using more challenging variations, such as diamond, Spartan, or decline push-ups. The second factor is training volume, that is, the total amount of work we do. To stimulate muscle hypertrophy, we need adequate volume. Studies have shown that an optimal range for muscle growth is between 10 and 20 sets per muscle group per week. In the case of push-ups, this translates into distributing them efficiently throughout the week according to our level and capacity for recovery. The third pillar is training frequency. It is not enough to do a lot of push-ups in one day and rest the rest of the week. To maximize muscle growth, the ideal is to train at least 3 to 5 times per week, allowing the muscles to recover sufficiently without losing the stimulus necessary for growth. But can push-ups really generate hypertrophy at the same level as weight training? The science says yes. Studies on bodyweight training have shown that, as long as muscle failure is reached within an adequate repetition range, between 6 and 30 repetitions per set, adaptations similar to those of training with external loads can be obtained. In conclusion, for push-ups to be effective for muscle development, you must apply them intelligently. The key is to make steady progress, maintain an appropriate volume and frequency, and, above all, listen to your body to avoid overtraining. Now that you're clear on this, let's take a look at how many push-ups you should be doing per day based on your level. Now that you understand the principles behind muscle growth with push-ups, the big question arises. How many should you do per day to see real results? The answer varies depending on your fitness level, as not everyone starts from the same point. The important thing is to adapt your training volume to challenge your muscles without overtraining. Beginners, 0 to 20 push-ups in a row. If you can currently do between 0 and 20 push-ups in a row, it means that your priority should be to develop basic strength and muscular endurance. In this case, the best approach is to start with 3 to 4 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions, resting 45 to 60 seconds between sets. Ideally, train 3 to 4 times per week, allowing enough recovery for the muscles to progressively strengthen. A common mistake among beginners is to do too many push-ups without paying attention to technique. Be sure to maintain proper alignment, body straight, elbows at 45 degrees and full range of motion, lowering until the chest almost touches the floor. Intermediates, 20 to 50 push-ups in a row. If you can perform between 20 and 50 push-ups in a row, you already have a solid base of strength and endurance. To continue progressing, you need to increase the volume of work. An effective approach is to perform 4 to 5 sets of 20 to 30 repetitions, with 30 to 45 second breaks between sets. The optimal frequency is 4 to 5 times per week. At this level, you can begin to incorporate more challenging variations, such as diamond push-ups, to focus on the triceps, decline push-ups, to focus more on the upper chest, or archer push-ups, to work unilaterally and increase difficulty. Advanced, more than 50 push-ups in a row. If you are able to do more than 50 push-ups in a row, it means that your endurance is high, but to continue gaining muscle, it is necessary to apply a more aggressive progressive overload. Doing more repetitions without modifying the stimulus loses effectiveness over time. In this case, an effective strategy is to perform 5 to 6 sets of 30 to 50 repetitions or use advanced variations such as explosive, Spartan, or slap push-ups to increase power. You can also add extra weight by placing a backpack with discs or books on your back, or use methods such as time under tension, lowering in 3 to 5 seconds and slowly coming back up. Regardless of your level, the most important thing is to challenge your body in a progressive and structured way. It's not just about doing a lot of push-ups a day, but doing it with a clear strategy that promotes hypertrophy. In the next section, we'll look at some of the most common mistakes that can slow down your progress and how to avoid them. Doing push-ups every day doesn't guarantee that you'll gain muscle if you don't apply the right technique and approach. Many people plateau or, worse, get injured because they make mistakes that reduce the effectiveness of the exercise. Here I'll explain the most common mistakes and how to correct them to make every repetition count. N²1. Poor technique and body alignment. One of the most common mistakes is not maintaining proper posture during exercise. Many people drop their hips, lift their buttocks too much, or allow their elbows to overextend. These mistakes not only reduce muscle activation, but also increase the risk of injury to the lower back and shoulders. Correction. Imagine a straight line from your head to your heels. Activate your core, keep your elbows at about a 45-degree angle to your torso, and make sure your chest is the first point to approach the ground, not your head or stomach. No. 2. Not going low enough. Incomplete reps are another common problem. If you only go down a few inches before coming back up, you're not taking advantage of the full range of motion and, therefore, not fully stimulating the muscles. The right thing: lower until your chest almost touches the floor or until your arms form a 90-degree angle. If you can't go that low at first, work on improving your mobility and strength progressively. No. 3. Lack of progressive overload. If you do the same amount of push-ups every day without any progression, your body will adapt and you will stop seeing improvements. Correction. Apply progressive overload by increasing the number of reps or sets, reducing rest time, or incorporating more challenging variations, such as explosive or weighted push-ups. No. 4. Overtraining and insufficient rest. Doing too many push-ups without giving your muscles time to recover can stunt growth and increase the risk of fatigue or injury. Muscle grows during rest, not while you train. Correction. Listen to your body and give it time to recover. A good strategy is to train 3 to 5 times per week, depending on your level and ability to recover. 5. Not varying the stimuli. If you only do traditional push-ups without adding variations, you will be limiting the development of certain muscles and hindering your progress. Correction. Introduce variations in your routine. You can do diamond push-ups to emphasize the triceps, decline push-ups to work the upper chest more, or archer push-ups to increase the load on each individual arm. Once you apply these corrections, you'll notice improvements in strength, endurance, and muscle size. Now, let's move on to the most important part, a structured routine to maximize hypertrophy with push-ups. Week 1 to 2. Adaptation and endurance. Goal: improve technique and increase work capacity. Beginners, 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps, 3 to 4 times per week. Intermediate, 4 sets of 20 to 25 repetitions, 4 to 5 times per week. Advanced, 5 sets of 30 to 40 repetitions or explosive push-ups, 5 times per week. Rest between sets, 45 to 60 seconds. Focus on perfect technique and full range of motion. Week 3. Introduction to progressive overload. Goal: increase intensity by adding variations and less rest. Beginners, 4 sets of 15 to 20 repetitions. Intermediate, 5 sets of 25 to 30 repetitions. Advanced, 6 sets of 40 to 50 repetitions or with extra weight, backpack with books or discs. Introduce diamond, decline, or explosive push-ups for added stimulation. Rest between sets, 30 to 45 seconds for more intensity. Week 4. Maximum stimulus and advanced progression. Goal: reach muscle failure and increase tension in the muscles. Beginners, 4 to 5 sets of 20 to 25 repetitions. Intermediates, 5 to 6 sets of 30 to 40 reps with advanced variations. Advanced, 6 sets of 50+ reps or push-ups with extra weight and time under tension techniques, controlled decline in 3 to 5 seconds. Incorporate drop sets, do reps to failure, rest 10 seconds and continue with more reps. By following this structured routine, you will see significant improvements in strength and muscle mass in just a few weeks. It's not just about doing hundreds of reps a day, but focusing on technique, progressive overload, and a well-structured routine that allows you to progress according to your level. Remember, the key is to constantly challenge your body with variations, increased intensity, and a smart plan. If you follow this approach, you will notice more strength, endurance, and real muscle development over time. If you found this video useful, give it a like, subscribe, and share it with someone who wants to improve their physique without weights or gym. And tell me in the comments, how many push-ups can you do now and what did you think of this guide? I'll read you and see you in the next video.